Assalamu alaikum. Today we're doing a Kalima assessment and we're looking at the copy which is claimed to be the Uthman, a copy of the Uthman Quran, which is held at Topkapi Palace, Topkapi in Turkey, and it can be found off sites on the internet. So in this case here, found on qurango.com. So let's take a look at this Quran, what it's saying to us here. Now we're assessing the word Ilaa. Now what we notice here is there's the alif, and the alif has a dot under it marked in blue, and it's showing us the pronunciation of Ilaa, E. And then you will see where the yellow is, there's a marking showing us away from the la. So it's not to be joined to the la. So it's away from the la. It has to be pronounced on its own, E. Now, if you look on the la, you'll see the la has a little bit of like a cup showing us that's the lam connected to the alif, pronounced la, in which case it's Ilaa. So what we find here, look at the difference when we are told how to join. Look to the left, you'll see in yellow there's a alif. Now look at this alif. This alif has a mark to the top, on the top, pointing towards the lam. And the lam is actually pointing towards the alif, in which case this one tells us something different. And in which case we can clearly say, if you look at this verse, this is from Surah Al-A'la, and it says, Ilaa ma, and then it continues. Now, this is very important because the Kalima is being recited incorrectly on earth at present. We'll note that this is from the dictionary Habib Anthony Salmon, the Advanced Learners Dictionary. You will note there's the word Ilaa. Now note they ignored the Quran, the Uthman Quran completely. And what they did was they don't even write it according to its pointings of how to be pronounced. And what they did was they put a shadda on there. Now remember, when Kafir Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan, whose father burnt the copy of the Quran with Hafsa alayhi salam, he came into power, and Ibn Hajjaj, they used the lexicologist, and they started joining and putting shaddas. Now when they put the shadda on here, they changed its pronunciation from Ilaa, changed Arabic forever from that date, because they went from a pure Arabic to a doctored Arabic where they started putting shaddas in, and they did this so that we mispronounce the Quran and we don't even say kalima correctly. So if you look at it, look what it's written there, it's Ilaa. They introduced the shadda on the top. Now Ilaa means except, save, but, otherwise, except, but. Right? And now when you add the shadda and you pronounce Illaa, now from what we learned, one of the meanings, and there's a few others, of is covenant, and la means no. So when you're putting it into the kalima, you're no longer saying the kalima, you're saying some evil words, and alternatively, if you take some of the other meanings, you're saying some irrelevant words. So you're saying wrong things. You're no longer saying the kalima correctly according to the truth. So they did this and they brought this into our Qurans, and they completely ignored our Quran. In which case, we have to carefully analyze the Quran, and we have to find a complete copy of the Uthman Quran, and we have to use whatever we have at the moment until we receive it with the diacritics. Insha'Allah, Ameen. And in which case, this clearly shows us that in our kalima, it's not Illaa. It's pronounced as Illaa. The Topkapi Uthman Quran, which they claim to be the Uthman Quran, shows it to us clearly, and so does the language which is associated with the Quraysh Arabic, which is Syriac. It's also pronounced exactly the same, similar. In which case, Kafir Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan and Ibn Hajjaj, who persecuted and killed and crucified Muslims and exiled our reciters, our Quran reciters, they interfered and they changed the Arabic completely from that point onwards. from the old Arabic to a modernized Arabic using shaddas, from the pure language to a language which is doctored using the shaddas, and so that and they introduce that into our Quran recitation so that we do not pronounce correctly and we say the wrong things, inapplicable things. And may we receive, insha'Allah, Ameen, a complete copy of the Uthman Quran with diacritics soon. And we're going to have to analyze the rest of the Kalima properly so we pronounce it correctly.